Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Staffing Sharks. Here with my one and only special guest today, Mike McKearns from Avionte. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, Richard? Happy to be here.
Hey, it's
looking forward to next week.
Early, about 9:09, man. I got up early today, man, to produce this, man. No, I'm always up 6 a.m., man. Early bird gets the worm, right?
Yeah, I'm a 5 a.m. kind of guy myself.
So for everybody out there, we both are from Pennsylvania. I'm from the Super Bowl champion city of Pittsburgh, and he's from Philly.
We got one under our belt, and we're going to hang on to it. Hope for another. I don't know, man. It's we had a great first game, but it doesn't take long for Philly fans to lose faith.
I've noticed that. I've been to a baseball game too, and the Pirates, we are bad. And they're still throwing stuff at us. I mean, come on, give us a break. We lose 100 games every year.
It should be expected, right?
Exactly. Well, hey, Mike, let's deep dive into you. Just tell a little bit about yourself and what you are doing in the industry and what you did in the past, my man.
Yeah, so I've been in the staffing industry for 17 years. Next week, I'm going to be going to my 10th staffing world, and
nice.
Yeah, and it'll be my first time going to Staffing World representing Avionte, and I couldn't be happier. I spent 7 years selling staffing services in the Philadelphia market, and then I started a marketing company called Mamu Media. My partner and I spent 10 years building that company. Then we merged it with Haley Marketing in February of 2020. Stayed on board for a while, and then both decided to pursue new interest. And first call I made was to Avionte. It was first and only call that I made was to Avionte, because I think they're just a great group of people there that I've come to know over the years. And I think great companies are really just a sum of the people that they have on board. So I couldn't be happier with the decision I made.
And I have to say, we talked behind stage here. HR Insights. I still have his copies of his magazine from, I think, 2016. I am going to pull them out, Mike, someday, and I'll send them to you, man.
I love it. If you find them, bring them to Denver next week. We'll drop a few on the Haley marketing table. David would love to see that.
Oh my God, this is too much. And
it proves like the power of print marketing, right?
I say everything, my man. Well, that's awesome. And you know what? We have to say this real quick. I say this all the time. 4 more days, man. We are at Staffing World. 4 days.
Can't wait.
I'm getting in Monday morning. What time are you getting in? Are you
Monday morning? Yeah, I'm on the setup crew, so I'll be there. I don't know, by lunchtime on Monday. We'll be setting up our booth, getting things ready. You know, dinner's Monday night, and then get things rolling on Tuesday.
Nice.
We have some demos planned Tuesday during the day, and
sweet. If you get a little break on Monday, when I get there, I'm not gonna lie. The Sharks will be by the pool. I'm taking about 2.5 hours. So at 12 to 3, you know where you'll see me at, man.
I'll come track you down.
Awesome.
Grab a poolside beer.
Oh, hey, it's got to be Land Shark, right?
Absolutely. What else, right?
You know it. So let's deep dive into this Avionte solution here. I mean, you guys have so much new stuff and so much robust stuff going on here. Let's just start from the front office and give me a tour of everything.
Yeah. So Avionte, first off, we're the second largest cloud-based software solution for staffing companies. And we're the only one that provides a complete end-to-end single database solution that has you covered from job rec all the way through to paying employees and billing your clients without relying on partners. And that last part is key. Although we've got a really, really strong partner network under Avionte Plus, these are pre-vetted, pre-integrated partners that give you the, that one platform experience when you're leveraging their services. We can do everything any staffing company would need without leveraging those integrations. So, super exciting. They, a lot of new things that we're going to be announcing at Staffing World next week. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
Give us a couple. Come on, the Shark wants to know. Can you give us a couple tips?
I can give you some teasers, right, without getting into too much detail. So you may have seen a few weeks ago that we announced that we acquired a company called Workin.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Workin?
Yes.
Talk to anybody there? Yeah. So we acquired Workin, And, you know, out of our 60 partners, they were number one on my list as it relates to the most innovative. Workin delivers, they deliver a fully integrated with Avionte mobile recruiting app that has an Uber-like experience for the end user, right? So an individual signs up with a staffing company and they are getting jobs pushed to them that they're pre-vetted for, pre-qualified for, that meet their that meet their experience and their schedule choices, and they can accept or reject depending on the workflow that the client has up. They can accept and be on site the same day, you know, because they've been pre-vetted. So that it's an exciting time for the entire team here at Avionte, because we're going to be taking some of that technology, a lot of that technology, and integrating it into our core offering with Bold. Workin's still going to operate as a independent division, right? You'll still be able to get the you know, those custom branded apps, but we're going to be doing some exciting things where, you know, orders get placed into Bold from the recruiter, and without them doing anything else, the job opportunities go out to the appropriate individuals within the database based on their availability, their skill set, their schedule preferences, their ability to, you know, meet any qualifications that client needs. And it is really, you know, you'll hear us talk a lot about talent enablement, and, you know, talent enablement, you know, putting the power back into the talent's wheelhouse is the future of staffing. We're going to be talking about it a lot, and, you know, having this type of experience is crucial. So I've seen no less than a dozen companies attempt to do what Workin has done over the past 10 or 15 years, and they're the only one that I've seen execute it and do it right. You know, with adoption, because that's key. People have to they have to download it and they have to interact with it for it to work, right? I mean, Uber figured that out earlier, and Grubhub and all those companies. And, you know, it's the future, and it's exciting, and we're going to be able to show a lot of things next week. If people swing by our booths, we'll be able to demo the solution for them, you know, live on a phone, and it's I can't say enough. It's exciting stuff.
No, I can tell from your voice, man. You're excited about this, and so am I. I mean, and we know, everybody knows this, the job candidate is the number one thing. It always was, but now it's in the forefront more than ever. Yeah. And patience, Mike, I'm going to tell you, I'm on the streets every day. Job seekers don't have patience. They want you to get back to them, and they get you hired now. Right before this show, I had somebody call me. I said, I'll call you at 10 o'clock. Can you call me now? I had to call him 5 minutes before we went live to talk to him, because it's like, hey, I need something now, because the benefits ran out. I mean, the floodgates are open for job seekers. Oh yeah, they are, man. It's you know, companies will continue to struggle. I just read a FedEx's financial report this morning, and, you know, their revenue is down because there's a labor shortage, right? Their revenue is down because of the current labor shortage. So it's not going anywhere. We need to figure out how to work around it, and talent enablement is going to be a big piece of that, right? We you know, we can point fingers at Amazon or at Uber or whatever, but the world has changed. That's the reality, right? There are expectations that or, you know, there's table stakes that staffing companies will need to meet in order to keep talent in their funnel. So true. So, Mike, I got to ask you right now, this is the number one thing people apply on. Love this cell phone. Yeah. So how user-friendly is Avionte? I know personal, because I use it with a couple of the companies I contract with. So I know you guys up and close, but tell everybody out there, the audience, how easy it is to use. Incredibly easy. You know, from, you know, with the applying to a job offer, is really just opening the app in your pocket, and with the new developments we're going to have coming out, you can accept or reject a job offer just like that. When we're onboarding an applicant, they can do it all from their phone. All of our onboarding documents that are built into the system are mobile enabled.
you open up your W-4, your I-9, your name's already going to be filled in. You got to read and, you know, click to sign and all that good stuff. But it's so easy. And again, table stakes, right? Having mobile enabled technology is it's table stakes. I mean, you have to. There's no other option.
Good stuff. Now, one thing I've seen on your site that I definitely want to tap into right here is this job board. I'm not going to lie. Job boards, everybody says, and probably drops the F-bomb, because job boards right now, people say they're not getting the leverage they used to. My firm belief is they have to change their descriptions. They have to. The job boards still are going to be there. How does Avionte attract the job boards for the recruiter?
So you made a good point. This really comes back to recruitment marketing. The job board, you know, of course is SEO optimized and all that good stuff, but recruiting is selling and marketing, right? You need to, you know, the days of giving, you know, the 10 requirements for a job and throwing it out there and hoping people apply isn't going to work. There's so much competition for jobs these days that, you know, we have many of our clients are partnering with their marketing department to write their job descriptions, right? And that's what you should be doing today, because it is you're selling and you're competing with lots of other staffing companies. You're competing with you know, the same talent pool, which is shrinking.
So true, and you probably agree on this. I think for candidates to apply now, you have to excite and engage. I'm going to be talking about this in staffing world because I'm speaking, but it's like, that is what it's all about. You have to energize them and get them excited. And you know what? I tell everybody on a job description, first thing I say is text. Text me. You know, you don't have to go through the whole, nobody reads anymore, Mike. I don't know about you, but do you read everything? Captions and videos is what I'm about these days.
Yeah, you know, I'll post some, you know, personal branding videos on LinkedIn. And every time I do it, I upload them to YouTube to create the caption file. And then I upload that caption file because I personally will listen to or will watch videos with the sound off, right? Because, you know, if I don't have my AirPods in or whatever, my wife is sitting on the sofa and she's going to get annoyed because she's watching her show or whatever. So, yeah, you know, it's, and texting is the primary method of communication for modern staffing companies. I had a call with a company in Florida just yesterday, and they text message 95% of their applicants, and they, you know, they'll get their email in the system, but they need to be able to text, you know, whether it's from within their ATS or, you know, any other solution that they're tacking on there. Exactly.
One last thing I want to tie into, man, before we wrap everything up here, because, you know, we're all busy and this is the last work day before staffing work. So, man, it's already Friday.
I can't believe it. You know, when you reached out to ask me to join the show, I'm like, oh God, I really want to be on. How can I make it work? I'm trying to cram everything into one.
Well, you know what? You made it, man. That's all that matters.
I made it, and that's all that matters.
There's some time today before the big show, but
we all get 24 hours, right?
I just want to throw out there is the onboarding. How easy is it for both ends? That's something that I've seen in the past, and I've used other solutions I'm not going to talk about. And it's so tedious that they have to go through 5 to 7 steps, log in, log out.
It's
you lose them by that point. You know what I mean, Mike?
I actually, we did a live onboarding last week when I was on a demo because the client asked me the same question. I'm like, you know what? Let's hire you through the system. You know, we're on Zoom or whatever. And from the recruiter's end, you go to the onboarding section in bold. You click on the drop down. Most times you're going to select just a packet. The packet could be for your branch. It could be for a specific client. It could be, you know, the Spanish version of the packet for that client. And you click the packet, you select, you hit send. The talent gets an email or a text message with a link to the employee portal. They go in the employer portal, right? They've already signed up for this. They've already so no need to create new passwords and stuff. They during the application process they made logins for this. So then from their phone or computer or tablet, whatever, they open up the authorizations. They read, they sign electronically. They open up the W-4 and fill out their information, sign electronically. Once the W-4 is filled out, all the information they entered is flows automatically to the back office because we have that one database solution that I mentioned. Flows to our back office. It's in the payroll system right there, day one. No need to follow up on it. The recruiter then gets a notification for the I-9 that they need to countersign. Right, the recruiter would then get an activity. All the documents are stored within the system. It's incredibly easy. It's the W-4s when you. This is the first time I saw it was with Avionte, but I'm sure it's been around for a while now. But those documents, the federal documents, W-499, they display really well on a phone. And having the candidate's information filled in also makes it a lot easier for them to get down and read through, approve, enter their withholdings and that sort of thing, and sign. Done. That's it.
There it is. Signed, sealed,
Love
and
it.
delivered. And you know what?
Delivered.
I actually seen this a couple of days ago because I was at McDonald's recruiting somebody, and they did the app right in front of me through you guys. And you know what? It was
awesome.
Boom. Just done like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it was user friendly. And this person said, "I'm not really that good on the phone and stuff like that." Got it done.
Yes. I had a prospect that we did a demo with 2 weeks ago, and they said, electronic onboarding is great. We have a paper process now. Sounds like it would save us a lot of time, but a lot of the people that we're recruiting don't have access to a computer, right? However, it's rare, very, very rare these days that you will find somebody that doesn't have access to a smartphone, right? It's hard to find a flip phone these days, right?
It's coming back, that. Galaxy's having a flip phone come
I'll
back.
tell you what, man. They have like a 6-week battery life and they're indestructible.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have to buy a flip. Next time you see me out at a convention next year, I'll be flipping it.
Well, you know what? I'd love to see if we can onboard somebody with the flip phone, but as long as there's a browser, it's certainly possible. Hey. But the other option then is for companies like that to use a kiosk. But we had that conversation and it kind of clicked for them. Yeah, we never had a candidate that didn't have a phone because it's hard to get a job without a phone.
Exactly. As long as they don't bring back the Motorola with the little antenna, the big block, that would be
oh man,
that'll be a nightmare. You never put that
car bag phones. We're aging ourselves. Hopefully.
We are. Hey, I'm only 21. I don't know about you, but
I'm 23 myself.
There you go, man. My big brother. Last question I ask you is,
Yep.
You're out in the field there with these staffing firms. What challenges do you see when you go in and then you guys pretty much solve that for them so they can jump aboard?
Yeah. So, what most staffing companies are struggling with right now is doing more with less. Biggest challenge across the field, they're struggling filling internal talent as well. So, our solutions help them to, stay in the system, be efficient with the recruiting process and their interviewing processes. You can video interview from right in the system, send text messages from right within the system. All of that communication is coming back into the candidate record, right? And it's amazing how much time you can save by staying in one system. That's why we put so much time, energy, and attention into the way that we do partner integration. So if we do need to include a partner, you still have a one platform experience. One of my favorite features of the system is what we call flyouts. So when you're searching candidates and you're reviewing a list of 20 potential fits that applied or are already in your database, you can hover over them and then there's a flyout that will give you the full summary. So you don't have to click them and open a new tab, which takes time.
Gotcha.
Anytime a recruiter, not anytime, but anytime a recruiter's distracted, right? If you give them 30 seconds, they may look at their phone and go down a 5-minute rabbit hole, right? So we put a lot of effort and energy and thought into keeping people in the system.
Man, there it is right there. Everything you need to know. Tell you what, now we're going to wrap it up with Staffing World next week. But man, you guys have 2 booths. Man. I mean, you got a big display going on, right?
Yeah, we do. I've always had a little booth envy when I was at Staffing World with Mamu Media, because you can't miss Avionte. We've got 2 booths on either side of the aisle. One side we use for demos. We've got 4 stations set up there so we can do demos of our solutions. The other side is more of the lounge refreshment area where we've got our swag and clients can just sit back and relax. But yeah, we do cover a lot of ground. We'll have a big crew there. next week. I think there's 17 or 18 of us attending.
Holy cow.
So you won't be able to miss Avionte. It's going to be a good time. We'll have we're hosting an event Thursday night, the last night of the show, for anybody that is still around. We'd love to see you there. It's, believe it or not, it is at Avionte, A-V-A-N-T, in downtown Denver.
Man? Come on.
I don't know. You know, marketing coordinates this stuff, and
love it.
I would have to think that there was some sort of, it's a cool venue, nice rooftop. Yeah, that'll be Thursday night, but swing by our booth and we'll be able to give you details on it. Downtown Denver, starting, I don't know, it's like 7 or 9 p.m. or something like that. So it should be a good time. And of course, yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday night, the Central Staff Care. Wednesday night, we got a bunch of dinners planned for with clients and with prospects. So it's always a full, fun, exciting week.
It is. And you know what? I have a nickname for it. I call it staffing spring break, man. It is, man. It's
spring
like
break.
Spring break. I've been to 4 of them. And I tell you what, staffing world comes up right close. You really have to have a tolerance. Yep. Stay up late and get up early.
Yeah. You're up late and you're up early. We've got, 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. We got a company breakfast with all the partners.
Hey, that's awesome. Wait, Michael, once again, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show this early. I know you're busy, my man, and all this good stuff. And I can't wait to see you in staffing world in 4 days.
4 days, Rich.
See you there. I'll see you soon, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.